Hi everybody, this is Greg Germano, attorney with Chesapeake Wills and Trust, and in today's video we're going to talk about what is the difference between a trustee, a power of attorney, and a personal representative. All right, so as you can see, I have here with me today some hats, and those represents the different roles that you may find in an estate planning: a trustee, a power of attorney, and a personal representative. So if you remember from our other videos, we talk about trust planning as creating a box for yourself, a box for your assets. You may have, within your box, you may have your bank accounts, you may have your house, or you may have investments or other things that we place into the trust for planning purposes. So if you are using the assets in the trust, or you've named a kid or a friend as your substitute trustee, then when they're dealing with the trust assets, they're going to put on their trustee hat, and they're going to go to the bank or financial institution when dealing with trust assets. So let's say the house, somebody needs to sell the house during your lifetime to help pay for your care, or your kids need to write checks on your behalf in order to help pay for medical care or pay for clothing or anything you need to do. They will put on their trustee hat, go to the bank, go to the real estate agent, and transact business in the name of the trust by wearing their trustee hat. Now, there are certain things that don't go inside of a trust, and those certain things may be especially IRA or retirement benefits don't go into the trust due to some IRS regulations. So, when dealing with assets outside of the trust, we're going to wear our power of attorney hat. So when you go to the IRA company, you say, I need to withdraw $50,000 out of mom or dad's account. You put on your power of attorney hat, you call them, show them your documents, your power of attorney documents, and they will issue you the check for the $50,000. So again, when we're dealing with any assets outside of a trust during your lifetime, we need to use the power of attorney hat. Now, does anybody know when a power of attorney ends? Well, a power of attorney ends at your death. So once you pass away, we don't need the power of attorney hat anymore. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to maybe look to the personal representative hat. So, if you pass away with anything in your own name alone, it has to pass through your probate estate. So, in order to become a personal representative, you have to be appointed by the court, and hopefully you've designated someone in a will who would serve as your personal representative. So, if we needed to pay your final taxes, we needed to sell your house after your death if it wasn't in a trust, or wind up any of the other affairs that go along with your probate estate, well, we would have to wear your personal representative hat. Now, even after death, you will have named a trustee, a after-death trustee. And the after-death trustee would deal with any of the post-death distribution of your assets out of your trust. So again, remember, anything in a trust does not go through the court's probate process. It gets distributed directly to your heirs or other beneficiaries as you set forth in your trust. So that's what the post-death trustee would put on the post-death trustee hat and distribute assets out of the trust to where you want them to go. So there you have it. It's the difference between trustee, manages your stuff inside the trust, power of attorney during your lifetime, any assets that you may have outside of the trust, and the personal representative will deal with the winding up of your affairs through your probate estate after your death. Thank you very much for watching our video. And if you're watching us on YouTube, be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button to get notified of new videos as we post them on the internet, and check out the description below for links to other important topics.